Thank you so much for staying with us. We're here and now we're back with the dailies. Let's see what we have on the cover of the dailies. And I have here with me to do justice to this particular segment. All right, starting with The Nation. For the major headlines here, we have Tinubu orders police to end Rivers post-election violence. Explosions, gunshots at council secretariats. The top left there, we have, will Supreme Court rules 2024 enhance justice delivery? Very interesting question. To the right of that, we have council workers seek salary payments from first line charge. We have that on page 5. Police probes stabbing to death of man by sex worker in Lagos. Actually heard about that story, really sad. We have that on page 26. Men can also have breast cancer. UITH CMD warns. That's on page 3. Interesting facts there. On the strip below, we have Lagos House of Assembly suspends Ali Moshood chairman indefinitely. We have that on page 26. I mean, of course, we have the image of the damaged secretariat at Rivers State. I think that's actually quite, I don't know, speechless.
Yeah.
So does that pique your interest or what else?
I would like to touch quickly on the Kogi's workers to get 72,500 naira minimum increase in minimum wage.
Yeah.
Starting from this month.
Yeah.
And according to the governor, Ododo, he said that it's basically to help to alleviate, the sufferings of, the people, in the states. Also to also help to improve the working conditions, in the state. So that's a welcome development, and it says that this is going to be sustainable and it's a long-term plan. Well, as long as he's governor. So, say congratulations to
of course.
the people of Kogi State. And he's also, of course, very, very interested in ensuring that the lives of people in Kogi State are, are better, and there's some level of improvement as well.
At least you can see some sense of responsibility towards the welfare of the people.
Right. So let's touch on another paper. We'll take on the Punch newspaper. Making the headlines here, Naira for crude. Federal government panel proposes 6-month supply for Dangote refinery. And on the right here, refinery to get 24 million barrels in 2 months. Fresh concerns over NNPCL's sole petrol buyer's role. And here at the top of the paper, Fubara camp opposes emergency rule as 3 killed. Secretariats raised. Tinubu warns against anarchy. PDP governors clack back Fubara. And in 2027, Obi Kwankwaso alliance proposal will fail, says APC. And just right here on the corner of the paper, federal government lists 7 states for Mpox vaccination. And right here is a photo story of, let me zoom in on this quickly. So yes, it's still the, this is the Eleme local government area secretariat set ablaze by suspected arsonists as Rivers State Governor Simi Nalayi Fubara inspect Ikwere local government area secretariat after it was raised by protesters yesterday. And at the bottom of the paper, quickly, Oando, 2 foreign firms shortlisted to buy Trinidad's national refinery. And finally, Lagos begins trial of 2 doctors over patients' death. And that's it on the cover of the Punch newspaper.
All right, now moving quickly on to the Daily Times. And for the major headlines here, Tinubu to judiciary, anti-graft war won't be won by technicalities. Frivolous appeals, we have that on page 2. For the riders, we have restates federal government's commitment to creating right environments for judicial officers to discharge their responsibilities. Now, lists Student Loan Fund, Consumer Credit Scheme as federal government's strategic initiatives to curb corruption. And at the top there, we have Shatima seeks stronger federal government private sector synergy for economic growth. Always a welcome development. And below the image there of that we have of the Vice President, we have Rivers allow Fubara to work. Bode George tells Wike. To the left below there, we have Tinubu decries violence in Rivers, directs police to provide security to LG offices. NAFDAC, SON, others harmonize position on Codex food labeling standard. Federal government launches CNG tricycles portals for youth participation. We have that on page 10. And on the strip, we have NEMA DG urges adoption of modern technologies for emergency management. Interesting stories there. Please make sure you do go into the papers and read the details so you are actually abreast of what's happening in our beautiful nation of Nigeria. All right, and now, that's all we have for the newspaper headlines today. Thank you, MM.